Jeffrey Epstein's scandal continues to haunt US President Donald Trump. A tranche of newly released documents reveal that Epstein kept a close watch on his former friend years after their relationship soured. This disclosure of about 20,000 pages from Republican members of the committee related to Epstein comes as Trump continues to battle with the political fallout related to their past friendship and his Justice Department's failure to release documents as he had long promised on the campaign trail. Will Donald Trump be able to shake off the Epstein stain? Zaka Jacob explains.
Thank you very much.
What a great day.
It's a great day. Well done, Mr. President.
House Democrats on Wednesday released several emails that were obtained from the estate of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. They claim that these emails showed that President Trump may have been much more aware of Epstein's conduct than he has previously acknowledged. Soon after, House Republicans released more than 20,000 pages of Epstein's documents, including a vast trove of emails and other messages covering a large period of many years. In a post on social media reacting to this, Trump responded by saying that the Democrats were bringing up the Epstein hoax to deflect from the government shutdown. In the emails that were released, here's what all Jeffrey Epstein reportedly said about Trump. Epstein described Trump as a dirty businessman who was borderline insane, untrustworthy, and worse in real life and up close than the image that he wanted to convey in public. Jeffrey Epstein also wrote that President Trump had spent many hours at his house with one of Epstein's victims. In one of those messages, Epstein flatly asserts that Trump knew about the girls, many of whom were later found to have been underage. On Wednesday, Republicans in the House Oversight Committee said that the victim that this email referred to was Virginia Roberts Jeffery, who was 16 at the time that she was recruited by Epstein's longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell, while Jeffery was working as a spa attendant in Mar-a-Lago in the year 2000. When Epstein sent this email, it was in April of 2011, Jeffery had recently gone public for the very first time about her experiences with Epstein. At that time, she had told a British tabloid that Epstein had abused her and trafficked her to other men. Jeffery, though, later denied that Trump had ever sexually abused her. Jeffery died by suicide earlier this year. The Epstein files were the latest act in the rapidly unfolding political drama between House Speaker Mike Johnson and the Republican majority. They shuttered the House for the last 2 months, in part to try and stall a bipartisan effort to force the floor to vote on releasing the Epstein files. That effort ended this week with 218 signatures have been procured, with some Republicans crossing over. That bid has now gathered enough supporters to force a vote. Johnson, who had opposed considering the vote, said that he would relent and bring it to vote next week. House Republicans are seeking to protect Trump while at the same time trying to assuage their supporters who see the Epstein case as an issue that goes beyond loyalty to President Donald Trump. One recurring presence in the messages and the emails from Epstein happens to be author Michael Wolff, who has acted as an advisor to Epstein. In one of the emails around 2016, when Trump was already running for president, Wolff wrote to Epstein saying that he believed Trump offers an ideal opportunity, suggesting that becoming an anti-Trump voice would give Epstein some amount of political cover. The Epstein files have split the MAGA base and made a section of Trump's faithful to turn on him. The idea that their political lodestar could also be a pedophile is something that a lot of folks in MAGA are uncomfortable with. Back in February, about a month or so after Trump was sworn in, Attorney General Pam Bondi had put out about 200 pages of Epstein material, much of which was already publicly available. But that list also included some evidence and a flight log from Epstein's private jet. Now, there was speculation at that time that some of those flight logs showed Trump having taken the Epstein private jet multiple times, a claim which Trump has flat out denied. But that hardly quelled demands from Trump's MAGA base to release the entire Epstein files. The calls grew more persistent after reports surfaced that Trump had sent Epstein a 50th birthday greeting when Epstein turned 50 in 2003. That included a sexually suggestive drawing. Trump again has denied writing that letter or making that drawing. But now, once again, after the release of the latest tranche of the Epstein emails, it is clear that Jeffrey Epstein has become the albatross around Donald Trump's neck, one that he can't seem to shake off.
Not only has it divided Donald Trump's MAGA base, it has also impacted Donald Trump's popularity ratings. I'll have to leave it at that. That's all I have for you in this edition of World 360. Thank you so much for watching. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned to CNN News 18.